Hello and welcome. This is Amaka Ifeibunando, the Excel coach. And in this training, I'll be showing you how to design an interactive Excel chart using Checkbox. Now, this is what we'll be designing in this training. This is what we're going to be designing. So when I say interactive using a checkbox, we already have our checkbox here. So when you uncheck this, you just have for 2021 alongside the 2022 represented with a column chart. So when you uncheck this, you just have the 2022 sales by region represented with a column chart. So if you check this and check this, you have the line graph to compare the 2021 alongside 2022 with the 2020 data. So this is what I'll be showing you how to design in this training. So follow me closely as we walk through it. So we have the data set we're going to be working with here. So what the first thing we'll be doing is to insert this in a column graph. So you just select this range and click on the Insert tab. Come to the chart section, select the column graph, and the first is what we'll be using. Good. So we have our column chart here. So because we want to design an interactive chart, we'll be inserting the checkbox. We're using a checkbox to design an interactive chart. So to insert a checkbox, you have to go to your developers tab. If you don't have the developers tab, all you need to do is just to right click anywhere on the ribbon, click on customize ribbon, then ensure your popular commands is selected under this section. You see the developer tab. Check it. If it is not checked, then you click OK. Mine is already checked. Then you click OK. Good. Now, if you have your developers tab, you should have it right now. You come to the control section, click on Insert. Then we want to insert the checkbox. This is a checkbox. Select it, and anywhere around your worksheet where you want the checkbox to be positioned, just you see the cross, then you drag, and there you go. So I want to insert two checkboxes. All I need to do is to Control D to duplicate this, and I will drag this over to this place, position it here. So the next thing is to edit the text. You can edit the text. I'll call this, I'll label this as 2021. Then and can edit this text too, and I'll label this as 2022. Here we go. Good. So now when you check and uncheck, nothing happens. So the next thing is to link this checkbox. We'll link it to a cell. We'll link the checkbox to a cell and just position this appropriately. Good. Yeah. So just uncheck it, uncheck this. So you right click and click on Format Control. We want to link it to a cell. So under the Control tab, you just select the cell link. So we'll link it to maybe cell C20. We'll link it here and click OK. So the essence of linking it is when you check this, it gives you true. When you uncheck it, it gives you a false, right? So we'll also do the same thing for this. Just select this, right click, and click on Format Control. Then we'll link it to the cell D20 and you click OK. So when you check it, it gives you true, and when you uncheck it, it gives you false. So we have our checkbox and we've linked it to a cell. So we'll now replicate this data set and link it to this checkbox. We'll replicate it by copying and pasting. Good. So what we'll do is to connect this to this. So you just say equals to and link it to this. Good. So copy downwards, meaning that whatever change that happens here will be reflected here. But because this is the base here, it's going to be constant. So for this one, we are linking it to the checkbox. We are linking this data for 2021 and 2022 to the checkbox. So we'll be using the if formula equals to if the cell, we'll make it absolute by pressing F4, is equals to true. If it is equals to true, then you select the cell. If it is not, return NA, which is non-applicable. Then you close it. All right. So see, it's false. So if I click on this, I check, you see it's true. So I'll just fill in, and there we go. So if you click on this, you see, and that's what we want to achieve. So we'll do the same thing for 2022. So equals to if the cell is equals to, make it absolute, press F4, it's equals to true. If it is equals to true, then we will return this cell. But if it is not true, just return NA. All right, then close the bracket. And there we go. So you can fill downwards. Now it's NA because here is 4. So when you check it, good, it's true. So we have this. So what we'll be doing next is to change our data set that we use in designing this chart. So you already see when we check this, nothing happens, just as when we have it on our, what we want to design, you see when we have this, it's change, it interact, the checkbox and the chart interact. So for here now, what we need to do next is to change our data set we use in designing. We use this data set in designing. Now we want to use this data set here to design our chart. So you just select the chart, then go to your chart design, then you click on select data. Now this is the data set that we use. So instead of using this, I'll now select the set. The set is what we'll be using now. Click OK. So notice our data set now is this. So we have the set. So immediately I select this, you see the three bars, the column bars are okay. So I don't really need this. I can just select it and delete this. So and secondly, I would like to change 2021 and 2022 chart type to maybe a line graph or a scatter graph. Let's see what we can achieve there. So but before then, let me undo this. We can just format the grid lines. So I don't really need the lines, so it's okay. So we don't want the lines. So for this one, we just right click and change series chart type. So we want to change the second series to, they are all clustered columns. The first to be clustered column, which is year 2020, is the first series. The second series is year 2021. So we want it to be like line graph. So I'll select the line with markers. Then the third one should be, let's see, I use a scatter graph with markers. So this should be okay. So you see, this is good. So I don't want to, I can uncheck the secondary axis. I don't want figures there. So you can see, good, this is what we want. So maybe this line is not really bright. I can change the color. All right, so you can just format the data series. You can format it as you wish. So we have it here. We can change the color. So here we have this color. We can use this either red or, whichever color that that suits you. So let me just use this color here. So for the markers, you can select the markers and also change the markers to the same color, and the borders to the same color. Good. So we are good to go. So meaning that when you select this, now you see we have year 2022 in comparison with year 2020. So when you check it again, you see how you have your year 2021, year 2022, and year 2020 in comparison. We can also change this chart title to regional. 3 years, we can call it 3 years regional sales report. 3 years regional sales report. Good. So you can give it an, so you can see our graph is good to go. So when you uncheck this, you see what we have. You check it back, and when you uncheck this, you can see what we have here. So this is how you go about designing an interactive Excel chart using a checkbox. I know you've gotten value from this. If you have, do well to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload value tip on this channel. Do well to share this with as many that you know that will benefit from this lesson. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next training. Bye for now.